Hi folks, the dude down here in the dungeon. I'm happy to say that the vibratory tumbler is back up and running. I've got it turned down right now so I can talk to you. It's in the polish stage on Unikite. It's been in there for about a day, and we'll roll it for 3 days, or we'll try to roll it for 3 days, at least 2. Now, I don't know if anybody else has a vibratory tumbler. When you pull out a piece after 24 hours, sometimes seems like it took a little step back, like it's starting to get a little duller. But in the next day or two, that'll shine back up to where it's supposed to be. And we'll bring you a video about that later on. I hope to get Wolfie in here for that video. Wolfie hasn't been present lately as much because they're doing adult things in the working world, earning the almighty dollar. In the small barrels, we've got Tiger's Eye, and we're not really going to look at that. I have started pulling a couple pieces out of that barrel, and Mahogany Obsidian, and also we've just started pulling pieces out of that barrel. We've got a lot of recycle on the Mahogany Obsidian left. This is the tutorial barrel. Eventually we'll see a tutorial on red and green jasper. This stuff is absolutely beautiful. Hopefully the video turns out well. Mostly I'm going to spend on the 15-pound barrel today. We've been polishing these halves of thunder eggs, and I'm going to send a couple more of them along to the finished bucket to be polished in the vibratory. It's pretty nice looking pieces here. That one's got a little bit of common opal in it. I don't think we're going to prove it any. We're going to send it along. And just some little chunks. We really butchered these when we cut them up, so we ended up with some small pieces. That's a pretty neat little half. You can really see down into the crystal on that. These are a couple pieces we did early on when we thought about polishing halves. This is actually a Bahia agate, which I cut in half and face polished. And this is a Brazilian agate, also cut in half and face polished, just to see if we could get a good face polish in a rotary tumbler or vibratory tumbler. So you generally just put them in the rotary for a week to round off this edge, kind of smooth out the face, and then you go into the vibratory with lots and lots of media. That turned out so well, and I think our thunder eggs are going to turn out very well. We're also going to throw in some more, well, I guess these are Brazilian agates that I wasn't willing to do when I was first experimenting with this. I wasn't really willing to send these good ones on through, but now that I know it's a viable option, we're going to send a few of these along. So we're going to make our thunder eggs wait for a week or so until these get a roll in the 15-pound barrel. We'll roll them all together because they're just all going to polish up in a sea of media. This is probably the best pair that I have. Look at that water line. It's beautiful. So since we're going to wait a week, I might go ahead and send through some mixed stuff. This is locally collected Haunted Ridge. I see there's Botswana agates in there still. A little bit of material that we got from Michael W. still in there. I love that jasper he sends along. Even though it has a couple of flaws in it, it turns out beautiful. And a couple of these agates, I think he calls these CBAs, Columbia Basin agates. I think he collects them when he goes fishing for salmon. So we might do those as kind of an in-between where we're waiting one more week for the Brazilian agates and just a couple more thunder eggs to come through. So that's all we have for you today. So until next time, be happy, be kind, make your home a safe place. Bye, everyone.